So I'm back in here in the wilderness area, and it's time to trap again. The leaves are off the trees and the fur is good and primed up. So I'm walking back places that I need a pack to get back here and carry everything back in. I found a nice turn on this creek here and a great spot. I was going to set a trap here. There's a stream that runs up off this, and the coon will run this trail on top of the bank here down into the stream and cross, and they'll run that stream down through to the creek. Perfect spot because you have three things here. You have the turn in the creek, you have the nice bank that they're wearing thin, and there's also a stream right here. So let's get started. We're gonna place one somewhere to the right of this trail, like right in there, and I'll show you what I'm doing, how I packed everything and made it comfortable. What I have is an Alice pack frame, Army Supply US Alice pack frame. So I have the thick straps, and I also got a thick hip strap where they work pretty decent for most loads to carry that hip weight. And I got that Italian military pack I put on the back of that frame, which is working great. I got my lure bottles in that pouch down below. I can carry my shells in the one side, saw on the other, and down below I have lots of room here to strap stuff fast. And all I did was I drilled a hole in the bottom of that metal end, and I just put like a hemp strap, real long strap, so I can strap it fast just like you would a sleeping bag. If I have two coon, I could probably get them on there if I just use a tarp strap and whatever else I need it, but these two straps would work decent for one. And all my tools are in here. Got a nice hammer for coon trapping. That's what we're doing here mainly. So I got the hammerhead, the digger, and a hole digger all in one. Just a pipe, and you weld it all together. And what I'm doing, I can slide it right into my pack because there's a place right there. So if I don't have room in my pack, I just sit on the outside. So let's get started on this coon set. Down here along the stream, I'm going to have a nice flat, soft area for your trap to set in. We're using long springs, number 11, Sleepy Creeks. You need plenty of swivels, something that you know you're not going to lose that coon. He can turn all around wherever he wants to go. But these things set nice, so we're looking for a flat area. We'll just pick everything out here. Go to this side. So you just clean all the roots, everything else out. I'm using a pretty thick wire, and I just wire it fast to a log. Spin it around, get it on the swivel. There's a little hole at the end of the swivel that makes a good spot to wire it fast. And it's pretty rocky in here, but look, we got all this bank mud we can gather up. Just grab the digger and we'll dig out what we need on the bank. Plenty to grab. And we gotta figure out where we want the hole for the coon. So we'll dig some of this bank out so it's a flat bank. It's good to show some action. You can look at it and see if something's going on here. And I'll go up deeper. This is a pretty good coon height because you want the coon just comfortably stand there, dig his paws in. So I'm angling it perpendicular with the stream. Kind of depending on your location of your trap, right about here is where I'm going to put my trap. So you want to get rid of all these roots. Set the trap pan level. So it's nice and level. Get a good bed, move these rocks if there's rocks. Get about 1 inch to 1.5 inches deep there. And I got it, you want it close to the hole but not super close. I got it back 2 inches from that hole and down. That's a good 6 inches to the bottom of the hole. That's comfortable for a coon. So we'll bait it up. So we got some bait, sardines and oil is what I get. They're like 90 cents. And I'll take the whole sardine fish and throw it back in. And I usually grab a stick to make sure it's jammed in there. You want him to work that out himself. You don't want it easy to get out. You want it way back in the back of your hole. He'll smell it. You can take that oil, run it all over the bank. That'll be like a lure. And you're ready. I don't know if you can see that trap, but I always double check it. Make sure it's bedded. Okay, here's the trap in the water. And it's fairly close, like I said, to the bank. It's not right up against, but it's right there where he'll step and reach up. So you want to get the front paw, and that's a good place to do it. So I'm down along the creek here, and there is a couple coon tracks along these roots. So if you just see like places where there's roots sticking out, it's a good place to set. You might think, well, what are you up to there? But they walk along these roots very often, and what I do is I just set real close to the bank there. So I'm down under this bridge here. This is an old one. This was built in the early 1900s, and I'm looking around, and these corners right here where they come to a point are really good to set, but I wanted my traps in the water so I didn't have to maintain it much. So I just went to the low spot here and I set a trap in here for coon, and you can see how far away from the wall it is. Not very far. You want them tight because they're going to walk tight, but I put a stick right at the edge of the jaw. Now you can see this trap here along the wall, and you just gotta imagine a coon walking along this and how far away his outer foot would be from the wall, and that's where I set it with these small number 11s. So we have another bait hole right there, and that's a good thing to do if you just can't get that trap bedded down right here in the corner. Goes to show if you have a big drag, it can still pull it in the water.